interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Encounter. My name is Blake and I'm so honored to introduce you all to this intriguing and majestic animal. Like seeing killer whale up close and learning more about them and their natural behaviors. We hope that this Orca encounter will help you all better understand these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but notice. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environment, and use black and white coloration as a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies the surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Killer whales truly are incredible animals, and my friend Ulises is going to help me show you all some of their physical characteristics. If you look from the top of the whale's head, you'll see their blowhole, which is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. It's also how the whales make their vocalizations, as you can hear. Even the location of their eyes works to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are located in that white patch, but that's a visual distraction. Their eyes are really located just in front of that white patch, perfectly camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin atop the whale's back is called the dorsal fin, which helps stabilize the whales as they swim, and it regulates their body temperature. There's no bone or muscle in the dorsal fin, and they can be up to 6 feet tall and weigh up to 300 pounds. So just like Ulysses and Keet, you may see it curve over. Now the flippers on either side of the whale are called pectoral flippers. They're mainly used for steering and stopping. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, and if you took an x-ray, it looked just like the human hand. Now the lobes, on either side of the tail, I'll call flukes. Tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling speeds up to 30 miles an hour, which is as fast as a speedboat. But killer whales swim the fastest, and they use the most power when propelling their 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Probably them.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of the communication. A peck slap might be used to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, you might see a peck slap when a mom wants to get her calf's attention. But when killer whales really want to be heard, they breach. Spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and how they get a better view of the surroundings while they hunt. Ulysses is showing this in the center of the pool. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales use, both out in the wild and right here at SeaWorld. Great communicators, so it's no wonder they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue, and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Killer whales all around the world have different hunting techniques. Killer whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them straight off the beach. You can see Ulises showing some of that power. Antarctic killer whales will create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Keet is showing off his wave-making technique in the front of the pool with a bit of a twist, demonstrating one of the many impressive and complex hunting abilities found by killer whales around the world. You all just saw these waves crashing right in front of you, but it's truly impossible to imagine the amount of water displaced to experience it firsthand. Lucky for all of us, we have two very brave volunteers who are going to come on down and experience the power of the killer whale's wave. So you guys ready? Alright, you guys are a little wet. Lucky for you, there's about 2 inches of water on the ground already, so your socks are definitely getting wet. Alright, you guys can take a seat right there. Now this water is 55 degrees, it's pretty cold. You guys ready to get wet? Yeah, you guys ready to see him get wet? Alright, let's see what we got. Looks like we got 35-year-old Orkid making her way around the pool. Now she can bring a pretty big wave. So here comes Orkid. There she goes, here comes her wave. That wasn't it, this is... And that is how we do it. Round of applause for your very brave volunteers. High five, guys. Nice job, how's that? Is it cold? Yeah, alright, come on up. Now guys, they sell towels in the gift shop, in case you're wondering. Now killer whales are found in all of our world's oceans. So no surprise, they eat all different types of prey, including other whales. Now the animal that you see on screen is a blue whale. The blue whale is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than whales just like Keet. So you might be wondering, how does a whale the size of Keet take down a whale that size on the open ocean? Well, it is all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players. Take a look.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is a very important part of everyday lives for killer whales. It's how they teach your young to hunt, and it's how they practice their skills as they grow. Killer whales spend a lot of time interacting and showing off their playful side, both out in the wild and also right here at SeaWorld. One of those playful behaviors that you may see is a behavior called porpoising. And that's when the whales swim fast to the surface of the water, briefly breaking out of them momentarily. Now you can see them do this when riding in the wake of a boat or when they're surfing a wave. Killer whales are very tactile animals and seem to enjoy rubbing their bellies on rocks when they can. Orkid is on her way to the slide out. They show a similar behavior.
Do you ever try to film the whole show? Sorry? I'm doing it right now. Oh. You can take
You'll also see killer whales imitating one another. This is how they teach one another new things.
I thought I heard.
The whales are constantly mimicking and learning from one another and us right here at SeaWorld. Now, playful behavior always has a purpose. A tail whip might be used to stun a school of fish. But today, a tail whip might just be stunning our soak zone. Now we interact with the whales all day, every day, which allows us to build trusted relationships with them, and provide them with research, healthcare, and a great quality of life. In fact, all 8 of our killer whales take an active role in participation in their own healthcare and well-being through the use of training husbandry behaviors, which are behaviors that allow us to take care of the whales. One of those husbandry behaviors that you may see is asking the whales to flip over and present us with the bottom of the tail fluke. This allows us to get a great look at their entire body, but it also allows us to get a voluntary blood sample from the veins running through the underside of the tail. Now, another really important husbandry behavior is weighing the whales, which we do every single week. You can see Orkid sliding up onto the scale in the video behind us. We weigh the whales once a week to ensure that our adult whales are maintaining a healthy weight and that our little whales are growing properly. All of this training is done with positive reinforcement, and the whales always have the option to participate. And we can even ask for something as incredible as getting a voluntary x-ray or ultrasound from one of the whales. All of this is due to the incredible trust and relationships that we build every single day, right here at SeaWorld. Now I would like to take this opportunity to introduce you all to one very special whale, making his way onto the slide out. Everyone please put your hands together for 10,000-pound Ulises. Now, Ulises is our oldest male here. I'm 46 years old, and he is one of the most smartest whales here. Even though he's 10,000 pounds, he is one of the most athletic whales here, and you've seen him do all this incredible behavior. Now, Ulises inspires me to help protect his wild counterparts, and I hope that he is the same for all of you today. We challenge the whales every single day to learn something new and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, play, and of course, lots of love keep the whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you all for joining us for SeaWorld's Orchid Encounter. Remember, if we all do our parts to help protect the world's oceans, we can ensure the survival of amazing animals just like the killer whale. Enjoy the rest of your day right here at SeaWorld San Diego. Bye, everybody.